Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, March 23rd. Ken Midkiff is with us today. And Ken, of course, has been around for many, many years. You were with the Sierra Club. You now write a regular column in the Missourian, the Columbia Missourian, which I enjoy reading, by the way.
Good.
Today, you're here to talk about recycling. And you came in with some statistics this morning that really surprised me, Ken, about recycling.
Yeah, the number one city, no surprise, in recycling is San Francisco.
Yeah.
And some other West Coast cities in California like Los Angeles and San Jose, but then also inland, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Denver, and a few other cities that would not. But the national average is 35.2%
for recycling.
For recycling, that means the number of households that actually recycle would be 35.2% on average. In Columbia, we're 17%.
Now, see, that's what surprised me.
Yeah.
It really surprised me because I thought Columbia had a much higher average of recycling.
That's according to Barbara Buffalo, who is the sustainability.
Oh, yeah, I know
director.
Barbara. Yeah, she's here.
Yeah, she's been on this show
many times.
And when I was the chair of the Environment and Energy Committee, we asked the director of solid waste and recycling and all that about this, and he confirmed that it was 17%.
Okay, now I don't understand why more people do not recycle, especially in the city of Columbia. You don't have to do anything hardly. You just put your recycling out to the curb. You put the recycling in one bag, isn't it? And then your trash in the other bag. Come on.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any easier than that as far as recycling.
And I said in my column, which is out today, by the way, for those who read the Missourian, that in my neighborhood, it's probably the recycling rate's 90%. Because just about everybody recycles, with the exception of one old woman who puts everything in the trash bag. But the city as a whole, and I agree with you that the city makes it so easy.
Oh, it does. It makes it extremely easy. If you live in the city of Columbia, now I live 35 miles north of Columbia, so I don't know firsthand what they do. But do you still have the blue bag?
But the blue bag itself is not recyclable.
Okay,
it's trash.
But you put your recycles in it.
Right.
Okay. Now, I live up 35 miles north of town near Harrisburg, and I recycle everything, and I just take it in my pickup truck to Harrisburg. Harrisburg, the Boone County brings one of those big canisters up there. And big dumpster thing, where you put your cardboard and then you put the glass and aluminum in one side, cardboard in another. So I recycle everything.
Yeah,
there is no reason why we should not recycle.
But what you're doing is much more difficult than what anybody in Columbia has to do. And I agree with you, because this is a very progressive community. Are
you sure those numbers are right?
Yeah.
Only 17%.
17, and on a good day, according to Barbara Buffalo, it may be 18%.
Okay.
On a good day.
You know what? Now, maybe people just aren't thinking about it. Maybe they're just not realizing how easy it is to recycle and how important it is to recycle.
It is
just
important.
Just give a little bit of thought. Yeah. Put the tin cans and the glass and the cardboard. You don't even have to separate those, do you? You put them all in one thing.
Newspapers and
all in the recycled bag, and your trash in the other bag.
Right.
And the city does the rest of it for you if you live in Columbia. Now, what about other communities in the area?
That I don't know. Some of the other communities in this area are not as progressive as Columbia, and I would suspect that their rate is similar or even lower. like Ashland and Jefferson City.
But we don't know that.
But I don't know anything. I'm just speculating.
But if you're listening to us, look into recycling. It really is very simple, and it's so important for our planet, for our Earth. When you look at what some other cities are doing in San Francisco now, I think it's mandatory that you cannot use the one-time service items anymore. That
a lot of cities are adopting that.
Yeah. The styrofoam. Hawaii is going to that as far as plastic bags, banning the one-time use of plastic bags. And I read that New York, I believe, is doing that also.
We here in Columbia it was proposed that we do that, and then the legislature, in all of its wisdom, nixed that. They said that no local unit of government could ban plastic bags.
That was the state legislature.
That was state legislature. Yeah, we were, and it was not only Columbia, but also St. Louis and Kansas City and Springfield and other cities were about to do that, and then the legislature, bowing to the plastic bag industry, said, no, you can't do that.
Okay. But what we can do individually, we can, as individuals, can make a difference.
We can.
No matter what they say you can and can't do, you can make a difference individually by deciding that you are going to help save our environment by recycling and reusing and reducing use.
Well, recycling is kind of like reusing.
It is, because they're taking this material and making it into something else and reusing it.
I don't think we've quite got the idea yet about reducing.
About reducing?
Correct.
I remember years ago we used to do the commercials for the city of Columbia. Reduce, reuse, recycle. It's good for all of us.
Yeah.
But if we try to use a little bit, less, and reuse some of the things that we do have instead of throwing them away, we've become a throwaway environment.
Right.
Try to get some of these items fixed up, repaired, instead of just taking them and tossing them in the dumpster, and you end up saving money yourself, and you help the environment.
True.
Too.
And it's also the fact is that it costs much less to make say newspapers or cardboard boxes available than it is to create new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut the trees down.
You don't have to cut trees down.
Okay.
You don't have to, use all the energy to make the cardboard, make the white plastic.
So let's try to make it a personal thing to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And especially if you live in the city of Columbia, the city makes it so easy for you to recycle.
Right.
Take advantage of that.
Yep.
Okay? Ken, we're out of time. If people want more information, is there a specific website they can go to?
I think I used to have a website, but I think it's down. But my number's in the phone book. I know that's old-fashioned.
All right, give him a call and gripe to him about what he's saying. But you can go to the City of Columbia's website, too, to find out more about recycling. It really is important. Out of time for today. Tomorrow, Mid-Missouri traditional dancing, and we're going to talk about hardwood flooring. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu, something you'd like to hear or see. Bye-bye.